Ripple versus SE settlement rumors debunked amid bullish signals on the XRP price. From the very beginning of the litigation, the Ripple versus EC settlement news has dominated. Hundreds of analysts have, up to this point, predicted a possible settlement. Marc Fagel, a former attorney for the SEC, has denied rumors that the parties discussed a settlement in private sessions and has stressed that everyone is waiting for the district court to rule on the matter. According to Fagel, these conversations between Ripple and the SEC have been ongoing since the litigation began, and despite ongoing rumors, no settlement is being sought at this time. Given Ripple's recent winning run in court, legal experts believe a settlement between Ripple versus SEC is highly unlikely. Fagel reiterated his resistance to rumors of a settlement, pointing out that such discussions have been standard procedure since the lawsuit began. Although the upcoming SEC hearing is supposed to cover injunction claims and settlements, Fagel's comments suggest that the Ripple problem may not be resolved anytime soon. After surging by over 17 last week, XRP has now experienced a remarkable 27 comeback, reclaiming the 0.5 mark. The opportunity to buy the dip occurred when prices dropped below 0. Prompting an uptick in trading activity. Attorney Bill Morgan, who is on the side of XRP, was ecstatic about the stock's phenomenal price action before the case's pivotal verdict. Morgan and his colleague Fred Rispoli are aiming to receive a ruling regarding fines and injunctions by the end of July or beginning of August. Marc Fagel, a former SEC securities lawyer, brought attention to the question of whether or not the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple can reach a settlement right now. Speculation regarding a possible settlement was heightened following the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's back-to-back closed-door meetings. Marc Fagel, a former Secretary and Attorney General, has put an end to the speculations of a settlement between SEC and Ripple in a private meeting. He reiterated his earlier stance that the parties are not actively pursuing a settlement at this time and are instead awaiting the district court's decision during the remedies phase. A final ruling has been sought by both Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Fagel claims that they have had 150 of these sessions, which occur almost weekly since the case was filed. Crypto at each of those discussions, Twitter thought a deal was being considered. Having said that, this is definitely it. He was very clear in his rejection of any settlement offer. Steve of the Securities and Exchange Commission would reportedly cover a wide range of topics during his appearances, including the filing and finalization of injunctive actions and administrative proceedings, the handling of claims and lawsuits, and enforcement procedures, as reported by Cohn-Mimbach. With the most recent events in the Binance litigation, the meeting is expected to primarily focus on resolving injunctive claims or finding a settlement in the Ripple XRP case. The market events are closely monitoring current developments and eagerly awaiting a resolution from the summit. The cryptocurrency XRP, which is associated with Ripple Labs, is showing signs that it might regain its prior level of popularity due to upcoming legislative changes and recent sentiment analysis. The digital asset may be heading in the direction of a bullish trend. According to investors' optimistic sentiment, the approaching settlement conversation with the SEC and the technical indicators, total trade sentiment was 65, volume sentiment was 61, and average sentiment was 55. According to sentiment data given by the Paul Bear Network. A conference to review the scheduled settlement negotiations is scheduled for July 18th, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission's Sunshine Act notification. At this gathering, we will go over the procedures for instituting and settling injunctive proceedings, administrative procedures, and claims in litigation. Some have predicted that the SEC may opt to drop its charges against Ripple, which would be a huge deal for XRP. Since this information could trigger changes in the market is crucial. Technical analysis suggests that XRP could go above 60 cents, but recovery in sentiment and the possible settlement of legal issues will put it in a challenging position at approximately 62 cents. This time frame can be a precursor to an upcoming uptrend for XRP. Several encouraging signs for Ripple's cryptocurrency were noted by CEO Brad Garlinghouse last week. Having a reliable baseline benchmark rate for corporate cryptocurrency financial instruments was something he stressed heavily. The CM Group is expected to release this standard on July 29th, which might be good news for XRP. An earlier announcement suggested that Ripple was preparing for a time of great future excitement, the sale of its holdings in MoneyGram and other companies. Speculations also circulated that Robinhood would relist XRP as soon as August. which would greatly enhance the cryptocurrency's market awareness. It is also worth noting that the SEAM group has decided to establish an acceptable comparison rate for institutional cryptocurrency products. Investors are already bullish on Ripple's investment prospects, and the prospect that the company could rely on Robin would only add to their optimism. The ARD coin is the topic of this episode's discussion. Keep an eye out because its Ethereum stake has just shattered all records in terms of valuation. Most recently, they put a lot of pressure, and we noticed a big improvement in the backend as a result. Customers of Salesforce have the option to pay with XRP. The current state of Ripple as a stablecoin, a comparison to the US currency, and an update on Ripple status as a low-level suit participant. No problem at all. All of our plans can be accommodated. At the moment, it's trading at 1.25 as US dollar CNT, with the latter two coming in at $99, not a dollar. In the last day, the value of one Bitcoin has gone up or down by 23. 3 pigs is XRP, and Ethereum is presently selling for $314. My darling, do you even know what's happening?
Yes.
I understand. Prices start at 43 cents and go all the way up to a sultry 44 cents. Sure, I can tell you to contact the authorities. Calling someone is a kind gesture. There's been a general increase of one. In the last day, $2,073 billion is the total value of all cryptocurrency assets. You are under no need to follow my views. David Schwartz confirmed to the fact that I was involved in a short Twitter quarrel or Twitter fight, if you will. Upon Schwartz's arrival, he genuinely supported me and insisted that I was right. Never reached $380. In the US, that kind of $360 wouldn't even be considered. Therefore, it's conceivable that it's at a different record high where you are. This is solely for the advantage of my channel price list, though, since I follow a policy and based in the US. At $2.80, it has reached an all-time high. We are certain that we will break all records and exceed everyone's expectations during this bull run. Nevertheless, to save time, let's examine Ripple's lawsuit against the SEC. Here are the outcomes that we achieve. Sure thing. Fred Rice suggested July 31st as a potential date, assured us there would be no disagreement, and capped the penalty the business may face at $25 billion. He insisted that the judge will uphold the validity of any sales she finds illegal, and that Ripple's new contracts are not properly before the court. His assertion that these were in violation of her order necessitates a fresh action from the Securities and Exchange Commission. Your moment of glory as a Ripple bearer has here, and you must seize it, I promise. According to Ripple CEO, secret information has been leaked that might significantly impact the outcome of the lawsuits against the SEC. Allow me to delve into the disclaimer because we simply cannot let that pass without more discussion. Amazingly, the experts think the trial will wrap up this month. On top of that, XRP Ripple's growth to $589 is being discussed. We live in a strange world. The XRP, the cryptocurrency community, has been discussing and speculating about the Ripple Labs digital asset at length. A Twitter user named Jack brought attention to the fact that others have called it a ticking time bomb. The price of XRP has been very unpredictable, and it can go up in price dramatically. It would appear that new technology innovations and legal resolutions are about to usher in a golden age for digital assets, given recent events. That's all for now.